Alright, so here we have this old Snapper V212. Pretty neat in its own right, but the really neat thing about it, and I don't even know if this is factory, I'm assuming it is because of the color, but it's got a Briggs 2-cycle engine on it. So I thought that was kind of neat. It's a cast deck, V212 and all that stuff. So yeah, I figured we'd just kind of go through getting this thing running. Maybe it'll be really easy and it won't take much, or maybe it'll be a total nightmare. I'll have to clean out the carb and put a new coil on it, etc., etc. Definitely needs a new wheel right off the bat. The rest of them aren't too bad. And then the other thing is, it does not have a blade or a hub or anything, and I'm not sure about this, but it looks like something in the middle there is missing. I don't know. I'll do some more research online and see if I can find out more about it, but yeah. Seems kind of cool. No bagger or anything, just a side discharge, but that's alright. We've got, there's no, now, okay, real quick. One thing I did notice is that we've got, I'm assuming that means it's an 87. So 83 would have been compliance for blade brake, clutch, and all that, but there's no bail on this thing. There's not even a provision for one, so maybe the handle's been swapped at some point. I guess that's possible. Again, like I said earlier, maybe the engine's been swapped. That's a later engine on a older mower. I don't know, but we've got the stop switch built into the I mean, obviously it's going to ground out somewhere down there on the carburetor, but that's how you'd stop it rather than just letting go of the bail. So yeah, this is comes out of the thing there. Maybe I'll JB weld that, but the cable itself is seized in the sheath anyway. So yeah, I guess first things first, we'll test for spark, see if we have to do anything with the ignition on this thing, and if we've got spark, we will, I don't know, maybe I'll throw some 50-to-1 in here and see if it'll lick off. I'm gonna have to do something with that throttle cable so that we can kill it if it does run, but yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, let's see if we've got spark. Oh, wow. I don't know if that's picking it up, but it is sparking. The problem is this thing is stopping hard on the compression, so I'm assuming that's because it doesn't have the weight of a blade on it to keep the momentum going. Obviously probably doesn't have a weighted flywheel, so I'm gonna have to rectify this blade hub and blade situation probably, so I guess we'll be back at some point. Alright, so I was lucky enough to find this hub kit for a Snapper on eBay. It came with this hub, which is for a 7/8 shaft, which is what the engine has. That's actually not the right key that came with the kit, but it seems to fit, so we'll use it until the eBay guy sends me the right one. It was pictured and he didn't send it, so I messaged him on eBay and he said, oh yeah, sorry, I'll send it right out. So, and then these two washers and a bolt, and the bolt does thread up into the bottom of the crank, so that's pretty lucky. So let's go ahead and get this on there, and I don't know what blade to use. I'm probably gonna have to order one, but I think I might be able to just put one on there that'll fit, just so we can get the momentum and see if we can get this thing running. Okay. Right. Looks pretty good. Okay. Okay. Here we have a 335/323 blade for this thing. Assuming it doesn't matter which way it goes on this hub. It should do it. The kit said use both washers, I'm pretty sure, so I guess we're just going to do that. Alright. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this wheel. I happened to find this one here that looks just like it. It's metal, it's got the ball bearings and the hubs. And if it's not the same, it's pretty close diameter. Looks like it's pretty much the same thing. So let's take that nut off there and see if I can get this thing swapped out relatively easily. Is that the same diameter? I guess it is. Doesn't really look like it. I know this thing fits in there. Does it fit in this one? Yeah? Well, I don't know. Maybe they had the wrong thing on there. Well, I don't think that's really right. It doesn't fit super tight, but who cares? Alright. Certainly better than the other one. Let's just pour a little bit of this in here and see if we can... Yeah, that's way too much. And that's not perfect. Yeah, let's put a little bit more in. I don't know how much I'm actually getting in the carburetor here. That was definitely way too much and not perfect. Okay. Oh. That's why you don't do this stuff one-handed. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens here. The heck? Did something. Alright, apparently it's just going to run. Well, I don't know how good a video this is going to end up being, since this thing ran just fine by, you know, putting gas in it and pulling on the cord, but it does have some issues, so I guess with this throttle cable kind of being seized in the sheath and not being attached to this housing anymore, I'll have to deal with that. And one other thing is this, somebody tried to do some kind of repair on this shutoff valve, and that is not holding up. Gas is leaking out of that, so that might turn out to be some kind of a challenge, but you know, we'll see on that. But seems to run pretty good. I think the gas leaked out of it, actually. Yeah, it's pretty low in there, so probably all that is. But, you know, it runs pretty good. We went and cut with a little bit last night, and it seemed to do pretty well in tall grass, so it's pretty cool. So, yeah, let's tackle these issues on this thing and see if we can get her cutting.